Oy vey.
Oh. What up, Bam Bam?
So, what's up?
You better today?
I do.
Good. Glad you didn't get sick.
Yeah, I was just drained. I mean, I just felt like every ounce of energy I had was just sucked right out of me. What's up, Bean? Tony Bennett. What's going on there, Tony Bennett?
Tony Bennett.
Why seen Tony? Why not Bennett?
I was gonna say, maybe you need some new glasses.
Maybe. Lavina Francis. Hey, Cynthia B. Ortiz. And she's even got a little bee in there, a little bumblebee.
Tina's in the house. Hey, my Cynthia, Lavina Francis, Tony, Juju Bean, and Amanda. Just call me Karma.
DD
Says, oh my gosh. Oops. Glad you guys are here. I was watching Vanessa talk about freaking cereal and Pop-Tarts, and I felt like I was getting dumber. I was losing brain cells by the second.
That's not that difficult with her. I mean, it's sometimes when you watch her, you just feel like she's sucking all the intelligence right out of your body. And you walk away feeling more dumber, if that's even possible, or more ignorant. No, we have a Punk. We have a Kelly. Mama Bear. Petey. I didn't know we had a Petey. Hi, Petey.
What is the Wednesday? It's hump day, right? Or something like that? That's what Wednesday is?
It is a hump day. It's hump day. See, Mondays is Manic Monday. Then you have Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then you have Hump Day.
No, it's Thursday.
Then you have Thirsty Thursdays.
Thirsty Thursday.
And then you have Fish Fry Fridays.
Well, that kind of kills Friday because I don't like fish, first of all.
You're not an American. Get the fuck out of this country.
I don't.
There's nothing wrong with fish.
Fish is fishy. It's got a fishy smell and
it doesn't.
Fishy taste.
You're eating the wrong kind of fish.
The wrong kind of fish?
You're eating the wrong kind of fish. Some fish taste fishy and smell fishy. Now, if you eat like cod and whiting, those do not taste or smell like fish. Shrimp does not taste or smell like a shrimp. Or like a fish. A shrimp doesn't taste or smell like a shrimp. Ah! That's what I said. But I said it. Rewind.
He said it.
I said it.
Yeah, I've never. The first experience I had with fish, it was fish soup.
That would
in Mexico
like
when I was a little kid. My mom fed me.
Yeah.
She fed me some fish soup, and I turned around and I threw up.
I would too.
Ugh.
I would too. Yeah, no, you need to try like cod or whiting or tilapia. They all do not taste like fish.
But I can do shrimp, like fried shrimp. I can do cocktail shrimp, like fried shrimp. I can eat that all day long.
I love little shrimps.
Chris Baker, Faith Over Fear. Glad you could make it.
Tina Brown in the house. Faith.
Mama Bear.
Lanaya. Valley
girl. She's a valley girl.
Gag with the fork. Like, oh my God, Becky, look at that butt.
As if.
Like totally tubular.
Juanita, welcome. Beth, hey there. So just this evening, a photo was released.
No.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It's been going around. I think you saw it.
I did.
For somebody that got arrested yesterday.
Yeah, when I got down to the bail amount, and I seen the bail amount, I am like,
the bail?
$15,000 for stalking. He was arrested for stalking. So your bail is $15,000 for stalking. What the fuck are you people smoking down there? I mean,
do you find that to be a little high?
Yeah, that's like a $500 bond. So you give them $50, you're out. About your business. $15,000. I mean, Christ, that's a car.
So that tells me, again, I don't know all the details or who he was stalking. I have an idea. But that tells me that this is not the first offense. Isn't that the only reason why they would increase bail?
I have no idea.
If you keep getting arrested, you keep getting arrested.
I have no idea. But, well, Chris says it's felony stalking. Well, what makes it a felony? It's a misdemeanor.
Felony stalking. Felony stalking. We were kind of discussing it a little bit before, right before going live, and Bam was having a heart attack at the 15 grand.
I mean, it's mind-boggling. It's like,
what?
Wow! I mean, seriously, what the fuck was this judge smoking? I mean, did motherfucker come in, sit on a fucking tack, and all of a sudden he's in a bad mood, and he's like, 15 grand, 20 grand.
Okay.
We didn't bring Joe Pesci to the party. Get rid of Joe.
Hold on. Hopefully this will explain the difference.
Explain the difference.
A common piece of comedic urban folklore tells us it is not illegal to be a jerk, when, in reality, it is. Oh, one-time occurrences of harassment generally go unnoticed, and sometimes even repeated events by one individual go unpunished. But it is, in fact, against Oklahoma state law. Oh, so this is in Oklahoma. If the behavior is repeated, severe, or directed towards one person, the perpetrator could be charged with stalking. The misdemeanor is punishable by up to 1 year in jail or $1,000.
For stalking.
An individual can be charged with felony stalking, punishable by up to 5 years in prison or $2,500 fine if the victim has requested and been granted a court order prohibiting the behavior, or there is a court-ordered injunction. Individual is on parole. They've been convicted of stalking the victim in the last 10 years and they harassed or stalked the victim. They've been convicted of stalking the victim even if it's more than 10 years. They've been convicted of threatening violence against the victim or their family in the last 10 years.
Okay, well, that's Oklahoma.
Yeah, so we be in...
I mean, granted, it touches Texas, but it's a whole different ball of wax.
Yeah, let me see if there's a Texas. Tejas.
Chances of it being similar? Yeah, I'd say maybe about 68%.
How does Texas define stalking and what are the penalties?
There you go.
An offense labeled as stalking is considered a third-degree felony. Oh, shit. So just stalking is a felony. This charge can carry up to 2 to 10 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000 for the first offense.
Jesus Christ.
The exception is...
What year was this created?
This is published in January.
of this year.
The exception is if the perpetrator has previously been convicted of similar offense in Texas or another state, a federally recognized Indian tribe, a territory of the U.S., or under federal law. In this case, they would be charged with second-degree felony as second offense. Second-degree felonies carry fines of up to $10,000 and 2 to 20 years in prison. Texas and many states take stalking offenses very seriously.
You think? So, I can see it now. Hey, girl, what you in prison for? Oh, well, be honest with you, I'm in here for stalking. How about you? Oh, I killed a motherfucker. I was stalking. I don't. Come the fuck on. I mean, prison's already overcrowded. Now you're putting somebody in there for something stupid like this.
Okay. For example, if you receive several text, phone calls, or emails from someone you have told to stop contacting you, this could be considered stalking. Consistently following or pursuing someone is also considered stalking. If a pattern has developed, unwanted gifts or messages can also be considered stalking.
Oh, so we're stalking Vanessa.
Not even close.
Yeah, because she posts her shit online, so how can that be stalking?
Yeah. We're reacting to stuff that she posts publicly. I swear, if I get arrested, I want the arrest warrant and I want to frame it.
Do you want Vanessa to put her lips on it too? The red lipstick going.
No. I'll pass. Hey, just heard from our friend Chris Patterson. Anyway, I'll get to Chris later.
Oh, so somebody said she's live now. My daddy says she's live now.
Do we want to inquire?
Well, we could take a quick peek.
Yeah, let's just take a dabble. If it's any good, we'll stick to it. If it's not, we'll just
or if we have to refresh it 9,000 times.
Yeah. Gummy cocoon stage. We're back on that. I'm getting there quick.
Chances are she's talking about the election. Oh my God, we got that pink thing on our head again.
Right here, going all the way down. I was like, what's that? What is that?
I don't know. What is it?
And it's like, you've never seen that on your stomach because you've always been chubby. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, oh, it's like, that's what your stomach's supposed to look like, but you've never seen it like that. That's what it's supposed to anatomically look like with not all that adipose tissue underneath your skin. So that line's supposed to be there.
So let's take this as a teaching moment. She's going to teach us something, right?
I'm 5'3".
Oh, okay, sure.
I'm 5'3". That's why I wish that I could lift weights already and do calisthenics, but
good for you.
I can't do any of that yet. I can't do absolutely no ab exercises. I've not seen any results of that. None. I can't. I'm a little bit hindered. And
you don't have a problem lifting a taco up to your fucking mouth, though, do you?
I don't want to lose weight. Like, I want to keep my big legs. I don't need a BBL.
Yeah, you already got one.
I don't want to lose.
You already got a big ol' ass.
Like, at all.
Big ol' bubble butt.
Nothing. Like, if I lose any of it, like, if I lose even an inch back there, I want please, we're going to just build up the muscle. Please. Gotta do something about that.
Just for the
Because I
record,
don't want to lose the size in my thighs or my back.
just for the
or
record,
anything
she's
like that.
talking about her posterior,
Because
not us.
I like
But since
like
she
that.
brought it up, I suppose we
like
can
that.
discuss it.
I'll
I
talk
do.
about
you
her
want
fat
to,
ass
Ben.
all
That's what
day
I like.
long. I mean,
That's how
I'll
my
put my
toes to
fat
be.
ass right next to her fat ass.
I don't want to- I don't even know what's the.
Somebody called me mean yesterday.
Shut up.
But thank y'all for spending
You're not
time with me.
mean.
But I was
This
mean.
conversation was so good that I even forgot that I had all this.
I was
ice here.
mean for going live
But I'll
in
never
my
forget it.
car like Vanessa.
Oh, shut up.
Tina Morrow says the tummy is so hard to get rid of no matter my weight. 150 or 130. You know what? And I still have too much belly. My sister had a tummy tuck years ago, and I'm too afraid to do that. Well,
How's that chip taste? She's eating ice in place of chips.
You're not supposed to chew ice. It's not good for your teeth.
No, it's not.
you know, I was afraid. And then I had 3 C-sections.
Cool.
None of those
I mean,
came with
And
the tummy
then-
tuck, did they?
And then I told myself, and I
hi,
convinced
Gloria.
myself,
Jackie, what's up?
you've had 3 C-sections. You can do this. It's going to be nothing.
You can do it.
It's going to be nothing. They went through many more layers with a C-section.
Uh-huh.
They went through fascia. They went through muscle. They went through your uterus. They went through everything.
Everything.
You can do a tummy tuck. You can do a plus size tummy tuck. Even if the incision goes from hip to hip, you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same. It is not the same. That muscle repair. That muscle repair.
So
That muscle repair.
I know at some point.
Because with C-sections, they don't repair your muscle. You have the baby, they take the
I
baby
know at some
out,
point it's
they stitch
if
you right back up.
somebody's too heavy
They are not going
or
to
considered obese or whatever. I know it can be
back
more
together like a
difficult, like to
corset.
just let me start exercising and running and walking or whatever. It's not that easy.
That I wasn't used
So I
to,
know
but
that
was
they
nothing
could
compared
consider to have some
the
kind of
other pain
surgery,
that I
different
felt.
kinds.
I didn't even feel my stomach.
But if you're not,
I didn't even feel my stomach pain. For
why
like
not just
3
work out
days
and
because the pain
lose
in other
weight that way
areas
instead
was
of
like,
going under the
oh,
knife? I'm just
my
asking.
goodness.
Some people,
Oh my goodness! And the
they
people
like
that
the
were
easy
helping
way,
me, that
like
were
all
around me, were like,
the rich people, like the movie stars. It's like, oh, I work out and when I can just go and have a little
Nope.
liposuction done and get the same results.
They were like, really? And I was like, mm-mm. The pain was elsewhere. It was all elsewhere.
I know where the pain is. In my ass.
All of it. It was like by the 5th day, then that was when I started to feel the stomach pain because the
Heather,
pain in the
this
other area
is
was overwhelming.
her page is
overwhelming. I could not. It was just.
What is her page?
I
think you go to facebook.com/vote Tijerina 2016. That's her page.
I know what you mean. She says my
Tijerina
son was
being her
natural,
last
my
name.
daughter's C-section, and it was terrible.
Vanessa Tijerina is who
Oh my
she
goodness.
is.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I feel so bad for the ladies that had C-sections like in the 80s.
Why?
I remember the first time I saw one of my aunts, because she had a midline incision, and that's how they would have your cesarean sections, with a midline up and down.
But Heather, if you're gonna go visit her page,
what's that?
I would
She was like,
urge
"That's
you to
where,
go
you
to
know,
No More
the husband's
Cheeski's
came from."
Lives. No,
was
you
a
can
nurse.
look at the profile name on here in the chat. She's in
She
her.
was a nurse.
They are in the
She
chat.
worked here for a long time, too.
Screw it. In the chat. Go to
And
that
I
page
said,
because there's a warning there telling you how to be careful if you're going to go
she was a
visit
nurse
Vanessa's
for a long time
page.
there, for a long time,
And for you to be
actually, there
prepared.
at Valley Baptist in the mother baby unit. I looked up to her. She had a really good work ethic. She worked a lot.
There you go.
She
And I'm not trying to scare you, and I'm not trying to keep you from
And
going
so,
over there. By all means, view what you want to
I was
view.
like, what's
That's
that? And
perfectly
it was
fine.
up and down.
Just be careful. And I mean that. We mean that
she's
sincerely.
like, so I always grew up, thinking like, oh my goodness, like when I have a C-section,
Oh
it's
my
gonna be like that.
goodness.
If I ever were to have a C-section, right?
Mhm.
And then I become a teen mom, and I'm like, I don't want like a C-section, like, because that's gonna happen to me, right? Right. And sure enough, like, no, I was okay with my little boy, but my little baby, but he came out with a cone head, because it's my first baby, and I didn't know how to. I was in labor for like 16 hours. It was off. It was. I didn't know how to push.
You didn't know how to push. Oh, fuck me.
And he came out with a little cone head, and then all the other 3 were C-sections. But
Yes, Marisol. And that's
just glad I
true.
was
I've
able
seen
to have my
the
babies
people
in a
who've
time
lost a
where
lot of weight
the C-section was
fast.
underneath my belly,
And then they've got this
that I already
excess
had.
skin, and they got to go under
Doing
the
another
knife
day.
anyway, right? To remove that
Right.
stuff.
I guess that's why it never bothered me to have a C-section too, because it was like, I'm already chubby. Like, you're literally cutting me where like my tummy already is underneath there.
Yeah, Debbie.
Like my stomach's already like hanging over that right there.
Here we go.
She didn't know how to push, so she had a C-section.
See if it comes back.
Okay, pushing, it's a natural thing. I mean, is she that fucking ignorant?
Who like that? If it's an emergency, like they really need to get to that baby like big time, like no other choice. Like right now, like that is always an option.
Okay, I get it. Right. And I'm not poking fun. I'm just sincerely asking a question.
Yeah. No. Vertical. Horizontal is like this. I'm talking about vertical. I'm talking about up and down. Midline incision. I'm talking about right in the middle. Like right in the middle. Like through your belly button.
They should have done it.
Yes. Yes. Beatrice. Oh, that's interesting. Beatrice says, that happened to my niece's baby, that they had to suction him out. She was 14 years old and he weighed 10 pounds. Let me ask you something, Beatrice. Let me ask you. This is fascinating me.
Wait, what did she say?
Just because is your niece
14 years old and weighed 10 pounds? Did she say that?
Like today, how old is she?
The baby weighed 10 pounds.
I'm interested. Is she diabetic? Like, is she diabetic now?
Who cares, Vanessa?
Lavina says, Manny, I have 4 kids. I always walk a lot. I've lost a lot of weight. If I had all my kids normal weight, no C-section.
Is she diabetic now? I'll tell you one thing, though. I'll wait for you to answer because I'm interested, Miss Hernandez.
Well, I bet you are interested.
If she's diabetic, because that's always an indicator. Back then, we didn't know. We only know now because of the research now. But that's always an indicator when children are when children are about 10 pounds.
Jessica Lee is in the house.
Yes,
Jessica.
Exactly, Kristen.
Natural babies come out with cone heads. Yeah, exactly. I've heard of that before. That's not like
we didn't know it back in the 70s.
Something spectacular,
we didn't know that.
It eventually goes to normal, right?
And it's
that's because there's a soft spot on a baby's head. Mm-hmm. In order for the skull to like squeeze in to come out of the vagina.
Is going to be
and as the baby ages, that soft spot on the skull gets hard.
And sometimes they're not gestational. They won't show any symptoms of being gestational. And later in life, they will develop it. Mm-hmm. It's just
now what?
An indicator of, because many times they'll have a 10-pound baby and their glucose tolerance test will come out okay, and the baby will still be a large baby, and the mom will still be not even an overweight mom, and she'll still develop diabetes later on in life.
I wonder what she's going to say about those scars.
Exactly, Christian. She says lots of moms don't even know they're diabetic till they're pregnant. Exactly, until they do that glucose tolerance test. And you know what's so sad is that younger and younger and younger moms are now, that's how we know that diabetes is becoming, I don't know when they're, I don't know how long. The thing is that Hispanics and blacks, you know, we're in certain areas of the nation.
No, you're not. You're all over the nation.
So I'm just wondering when the United States is actually going to call like diabetes like a crisis, because it is. I've just been like why haven't they called it a crisis? And I'm thinking, I guess it's because it's, you know, it's regional and it's only amongst blacks, and it's highest amongst the Native Americans, by the way, just so you know. That's why there.
What kind of crack is she smoking tonight?
Oh, I gotta go. I love you guys. I gotta go.
Bye. Okay.
She gone?
She's gone.
Wait, let me refresh. Maybe she didn't go yet. I guess she's gone.
Must have been her attorney calling.
How dare you? How dare you just leave?
How dare you?
Go back to. I know nothing about.
She says diabetes is a crisis. No, what's going on at the fucking border? That's a goddamn crisis. Jesus fucking Christ on a crutch.
Jessica, thank you for the super sticker. Always appreciate it. Thank you, Jessica. Great. So, yeah, I have nothing to say about childbirth because I know nothing about it. Other than, you know.
Supposedly it hurts.
I was born C-section, but you can't tell. Except for when I leave the house, I go out the window. But besides that, you never know. I was
supposedly it hurts, but you know, I guess, you know, having a 12 or 13 pound watermelon come out between your legs is quite painful.
Yeah, if you put it that way. But don't they give you drugs and stuff, right?
Some mothers choose drugs, some don't. And, you know, sometimes there's not time for the drugs. It's like when that baby wants to come, it's coming. We don't have time for an epidural. We don't have time to cut you because, you know, they don't. That area will tear if they don't have time to prepare and cut it.
Oh. Just a thought about that.
How is it I know more about this and I'm gay?
Don't know. But I did see there was a police officer who helped someone give birth, like an emergency, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was one where this lady shows up to the hospital. She is clearly in labor. And she's walking into the door and the baby just boop, comes right down.
And there's, you know, I've heard stories of women, you know, they go to the restroom and they think they have to go and they give birth on the toilet.
Oh,
and it's supposedly when you give birth, it is quite messy. It can be. I mean, everything comes out everywhere. Baby, everything comes up the other side. Yeah. It happens.
Is that Jaime calling her to bail him out? Or maybe he's out already, maybe?
Girl, I just got out the Who Scout, girl. Let me tell you, we need to go live. Can you get your ass over here, girlfriend? We need to go live. I gotta tell you about all these bitches up in the Who Scout now. Girl, you wouldn't believe there's this one man. Girl. I can see it now.
Yeah, it is. Diabetes is a thing. That's what I was looking up.
Well, and they say a lot of people have been just recently diagnosed with diabetes. I mean, within like the last 2 to 3 years since COVID hit. And a lot, I think I remember hearing a story, and I don't know how true it is, but one newscaster said that there was one doctor somewhere that says that COVID has brought on onset of diabetes in several thousand people. And I don't know how true that is.
Well, it says the rates with the diagnosed diabetes, the highest rates by race. American Indians, Native Americans, 14.5%.
Wow.
Blacks, 12%. Hispanics, 11.8%. Asians at 9.5%, and whites, 7.4%.
Well, and I can believe the blacks and the Hispanics because they eat a lot of fried foods. I don't think Indians eat fried foods though.
Well, they eat that so-called, I think it's called fry bread. But I don't know what their like regular normal diet is, or if there's a traditional food that they eat.
Yeah, I don't know. And we're talking Native American, not like Indians from India, correct?
Native Americans, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what they eat.
I don't want any drugs, all natural. Man, but that's painful. I mean, I can imagine it's painful. I don't know if it's painful, just from what I hear.
Well, let me tell you, I've had some epidurals in my life. They're painful.
Getting the epidural, you mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's an injection somewhere, right?
In your lower spine. Like right around, it's, where the crack of your ass starts on your back and where it ends before you actually hit ass. That's where they put the epidural, in that section of ass, in your butt crack or lower back. That's where they put the epidural. And if they hit the wrong spot, you can be paralyzed. Epidurals are extremely dangerous.
Just talking about that is painful. And I get this little shot of something that goes through me, like, oh. And then the fact that that beautiful baby comes out of a woman, that's not a large opening, right?
But after they're done with the needle and they remove the needle, oh my God, it's heaven. I mean, it's like there is no fucking pain.
And how long does that last?
The ones they gave me, I don't know the medicine they put in, but it lasted roughly about 6 to 8 weeks. The ones that they give for childbirth, I would say maybe a couple hours.
I don't know. And that's why, for all that you women go through, for a male to just come up and say, I'm a woman, you better treat me as a woman, identify me as a woman, identify as a woman, you better consider me a woman. I find that insulting. Like, don't women find that insulting? Like, you have no idea what a woman is, what they go through.
Well, next time you see a man out there on the street corner handing out monthly devices to women, and they pretend that they're having menstrual cramps, I mean, I want to see how they pretend to give birth. I mean, that's next. I want to see that.
Never gonna happen.
Whatever Devaney Mulaney, whatever the fuck your goddamn name is.
Mulvaney. Oh, and then female to male transition, and now she identifies as a male, has a baby, gets pregnant, and they want to take the photo of the pregnant-looking
Man.
man with a beard.
Of course they do.
See, men can have babies.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're not a fucking man. I'm sorry.
That's more evidence that you are a female, no matter what, forever until the end of time.
So, as long as we're on the topic, evidently there was this woman in Denver, Colorado, that her had no idea that her child was in this after-school club that the school was sponsoring for transgender and awareness and gayism, whatever. And the school was sponsoring this after-school club, and it's we don't tell your parents, don't tell mom, don't tell your brothers, whatever. You don't keep it quiet, keep it to yourself. Well, mom found out what this club was all about, and sued the school district, and evidently won millions.
What was the class about?
Teaching your kid what gender you identify as. You know, they're like, oh well, let me ask you, what are you attracted to? Are you attracted to boys? Are you attracted to girls? And then they would go, oh well, you are this gender. They were telling them what gender they were. Oh yeah.
I got a better story for you.
I got a better one for you too.
Okay, you go first if you're on a roll. Let's see if you're on a roll.
Okay. Yellowstone is going to end.
I heard that.
How do you feel? How does that make you feel?
It's sad because it's such a good show.
It is sad. But supposedly they're already writing on a spinoff for it. They're already got the writing it in the works.
I wonder if that's going to be with Matthew McConaughey. Because he was rumored to come on to be on that program.
You know, just write John Dutton off. He had a heart attack, whatever. Or he was kidnapped by somebody that wants his land. And then they find him dead and just bury him and just go on with the show. See how much of the show, how much of him is the show.
Right. That's if you haven't seen Yellowstone, it's actually really, really good.
It is really, really, really good.
Okay, so yeah, my story's better than yours.
Oh, fuck you. You're an asshole. Oh, there's a word I haven't said. No, I did say that word today already. Okay, anyways.
So let's say, Bam, you're traveling, you're flying, you're for work or whatever.
Where am I going?
Where do you want to go? You're going to Amsterdam. How's that?
Okay, been there. I'll go back.
Amsterdam, you arrive 10 o'clock at night, go to check into your hotel room, get all comfy. You're tired from jet lag. So you know what? I'm going to crash and start my day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the middle of the night, you feel something. Ooh, what is that?
A ghost?
Kind of.
Okay.
And then you look down and you find someone sucking on your toe.
Someone's sucking on my toe.
And then you find out that it's a hotel manager who's sucking on your toe while you're asleep.
Okay, is this a prestigious hotel or is this like a Motel 6?
It's not a Motel 6. Oh, I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But does it really matter?
No, it does, because I'd be thinking about the millions I'd be getting out of the lawsuit.
So, and then think about this.
First of all, feet are really fucking disgusting. Anybody that has a foot fetish, I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I mean, hey, to each their own.
To each their own, exactly right. But then you think about it and you go, how did this MFer get in my room?
Well, he has a key.
He made a key. He made an extra key. He made a copy of it or whatever, however they do that.
Well, they have a master key for every room. Yep.
No, it's not well, yeah, there is a master. So whichever way, he's able to get a key. and he let himself in the room while you were asleep, and somebody's sucking on your toe, how is Bam going to react when he realizes what the hell just happened?
Well, first of all, he's going to be really fucking lucky that I'm not at home, because I just reach over to my nightstand and grab my pistol and blow his fucking head off. So he's really lucky I'm not at home. But I'd probably kick the motherfucker, start beating the hell out of him, and call the police and have his ass arrested. Now, unless if you're into that sort of thing, if you're into that sort of thing and you're enjoying it, then I mean, hey, whatever.
Even if you are into that sort of thing, you dictate who you want sucking on your toe, right?
Typically, yes.
And if you do want them sucking on your toe, it's because you're going to invite them in and let them suck on your toe,
right?
Not
but when you
that they
just
made
pop up underneath my covers, sucking on my whatnots, I mean, that's rape. You're raping me.
Even if it's just your toe.
Yeah. You are raping my body part.
So what's worse, the sucking on the toe or the fact that he snuck into your room and did that to you while you were asleep?
Well, I'd have to question how he got past the bolts, because you know how they have.
Apparently, this dude did not have that extra lock on the door, or
this dude,
or dude knows how to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to beat him senseless. I would. I'd have to beat the guy senseless, and yeah. So I take it this happened to a guy.
Yes.
And
guy.
Okay. So what did the dude do to the manager guy? Did he kill him? Because in my opinion, he has every fucking right.
No, he just started questioning him. He said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And then he said, "What are you doing in here?" And then it became a what? How did you get in here? That's what happened.
Oh yeah. So, I wake up. Oh, what are you doing down there? What are you doing? What? How'd you get in here? Seriously? I mean, is the guy drunk? I mean, a complete stranger is violating your body, and you're like, "Oh, what are you doing down there? Oh, stop! That tickles. What are you doing? How'd you get in here?"
Bam would be like, "Oh, that tickles." Wait,
I'm right there with you, Faith. That's fucking gross.
It's like, what's going on here? Bam's like, what's going on here?
I mean, first off, if you think about it,
somebody's sucking on my toe, but it feels good actually. Wait a minute, what's going on here?
If you think about it, in my opinion, feet are the most disgusting body part there is. Why? Because they are the hardest worked. You are standing on them all day long. They are stuck in socks, stuck in shoes. They are sweaty. They are stinky. They get toe jam in between all the toes. How often do you actually cut your toenails? I mean, unless you get like a weekly manicure or pedicure every week. I mean, I get a pedicure like once every 6 months. I'm sorry to say, but they're just really gross. I mean, even when somebody like touches my feet and massages them, it's like, oh my God, how do you do this all day long? I get it, it's your job, but it's just really fucking gross. And my feet are not ugly. I mean, they're not attractive by any means, but they're not witch looking feet. And I've seen some really ugly feet.
And mine aren't bad, except for my big toes they look like tree bark. But besides that, my feet are okay, and they are odor free.
How do you know they're odor free?
Because you can't smell nothing. I'll take my shoe and shove it in your face. Take a deep breath, Bam.
You can't smell it.
Take a deep breath, Bam, and you will not smell anything except shoe. Yep.
I claim bullshit.
When I was a kid, I had a shoe problem. It's all about what kind of shoe you wear and what kind of socks you wear too.
Everybody's feet stink to a certain degree. They smell like feet.
And what does feet smell like? Describe what a foot
overworked
smells
body part.
like. So, what about compared to your armpit?
Yeah, my armpits don't stink. I put deodorant on.
Well, you can use foot spray too.
Oh yeah, and then they smell like foot spray. Still smells like a foot.
Well, according to you, that's better than feet.
Yeah, see, right there. No cheesky lies. Yeast and fungus on your feet. Everybody's got it.
Yeast and fungus.
Yep, you got shit growing on your feet and you don't even know it. Yep, it's right there, black and white.
I used to stay in hotels for fun. That's crazy. That's scary. Hi, Dr. Thomas. Oh, Dr. Thomas. What kind of doctor? Can I ask you, what kind of doctor are you?
She's a doctor of the heart.
Cardiologist, you mean? Or
no, she's a love doctor.
Oh, like a Cupid.
She helps she helps people find their true love.
So Hillary, the guest threatened to call the police. The hotel manager tried to convince him not to do it. And then the police showed up and everything was out in the open. And I believe he was arrested.
Obviously, this guy needs to see a shrink because he needs to have his head shrunk. He's got issues.
Look who's there. But it seems like I lost my train of thought now. I wonder why.
We called the police. Dude tried to stop him, talk him into not doing it. So obviously this may have been done once before. He's been caught before.
I guess that's considered sexual assault.
I would say so.
Oh, Jamie Foxx.
Breaking and entering. Violating your body.
Mm-hmm. Assault.
He's aroused. So there's the sexual part. And he's assaulting your body parts. Yeah, that's fucking sexual assault.
Yeah. I'm guessing he got fired. Just a guess.
Yeah, I wonder how much money this hotel chain had to shell out.
Didn't Jamie Foxx have a stroke? Isn't that what it was called, a stroke?
You know, they were keeping it hush hush for so long, and then when they released it, I didn't even hear what they released. So I don't know.
Let's see.
So Dr. Cherie said that she is it's in health. I can't. The comment scrolled off. I can't remember it. Health administration.
Oh, okay.
So that could be a doctor of the heart. Okay, I'll back up, Manny.
Bam, if you want, I'll put these socks in a Ziploc. I'll send them to you. Okay. Open up the Ziploc and you can smell them.
I'm fucking good. Are you trying to make me vomit? Because I will.
One of my coworkers was telling me about it. Back in McAllen, I had no problem staying in a hotel just to relax and use the pool. But here in Missouri, I would never. Too many meth heads and weirdos.
Right. Not to mention you live in a state called Missouri.
Missouri. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Missouri. You know, I worked in Cape Girardeau for a little while, and that wasn't bad. Nice.
The show me state. It's like they don't believe anything you say, so it's the show me state.
Show me your meth heads and your crack heads and your fungus.
So did you hear
hoof and mouth disease?
What's his nuts from Henry Winkler, the Fonzie show? What Happy Days?
Happy Days.
the Chachi guy is selling his mansion in Hollywood. It's like $3.7 million. Selling it and leaving the state of California because LA is not a safe place to live. Okay, so if your mansion is $3.7 million and you're leaving because it's not a safe place to live, what makes you think you're going to get $3.7 million?
Well, I imagine normal appreciation. He probably paid it. He probably got it for, I want to say a mil, just over a mil. I mean, a lot of these celebrities are doing that lately.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's leaving California. How the hell are they going to give every black person in the state of California $1.5 million? How are they going to do that? Nobody's living in the fucking California. And then when the black people get the $1.5 million, they're going to fucking leave. I know I would.
Yeah. I think very few people want to stay in California or let alone move there.
Well, you know,
and it used to be everybody wanted to go out west, and you know.
Well, California, I've said this for years. California is their own little fucking country over there. They are so far out there, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, Governor Newsom and the fellow Democrats are ruined what was probably a very beautiful state. And it probably still is, you know, away from the cities. But it's a shame what's happening to...
That's his name, Scott Baio. I couldn't think of it. So
it's a shame what's happened to California. It's a shame what's happened to Illinois, Chicago.
It's a shame what's happened to this fucking country.
Even though I was there, I was actually impressed of why it was clean. But then Bam brought up a good point. We got the Democratic National Convention going to be in Chicago pretty soon, and that's why November. It looks very clean and tidy.
Yeah. They're sanitizing it for Biden. But yeah, I'm ashamed of this of what's going on in this country. I mean, this country has gone like, you know, we are the laughing stock of the fucking world right now. But anyway, anywho, we have 97 people here. Do we have a Vanessa video to watch? Because her live show went kerplunk.
No, just the one from yesterday. There were two of them that we didn't show from yesterday, but those were kerplunkers from the get-go.
Oh.
That's why I chose to skip the two middle ones and just go right to the fourth one. She made 4. There was nothing interesting there. Really.
So what you're saying is Vanessa's turned into a huge disappointment yet again.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, you know, you can't always be entertaining. You got to have content to be entertaining. And, you know, when you have a dead content to begin with, it's like it's hard to be entertaining.
Yeah, and, you know, has she been content for a little while? Yeah, she has. I ain't going to lie about that. You know, people are interested. People want to see. They want to know.
Yeah, I had a good couple of nights there. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're on a cold spell. You know, Vanessa, get the fuck out the freezer.
But yeah, every once in a while, you just need a break from it. You have to...
Yes.
You have to walk away and go... Not today.
You know, keep your taco to yourself, woman. Stop showing us the taco.
So I didn't get to talk to you about it. Did we talk about it much? I don't recall, but I went live from my truck yesterday.
I seen it, and we kind of dabbled on it the other day when we talked on the phone, but I think it was only like a 25-second conversation because you had to go where I had to go or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I seen it, and I'm like, oh, would you look at that? Oh, and he's even got music playing just like Vanessa. Oh, are we going to go for a ride? Is he going to say, come take a ride with me?
And it was fun. I'll say it was fun. And then I did a short one just to announce that I was going to go live later in the evening. So I did it while driving.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
You know,
I didn't like that at all.
You got too distracted from the road?
I was easily distracted. And I would hate to get into an accident, and then they find out, oh, well, he was on a video call or whatever. Because that would be my fault, not paying attention to the road.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? She can do whatever she wants to do.
Well, and
She's a grown ass woman.
She's got a grown ass, all right. Woman, we're not sure because I think she's got a prostate. Maybe two of them.
I don't know. She likes to use the term sprinkle.
Well,
and that's been attributed to LGBTQ trans somehow or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. I don't understand the new gays, the new homos, the new queers, whatever the fuck we're calling them. I don't understand them. They're fucking out there. What? Why can't you just be gay and be happy? No, you have to be queer and have a plus and I'm a them and a they and a who and a what, and it's like, just fucking be gay and be happy. Drop the rest of this shit.
The word gay means happy.
It does. Don we now our gay apparel, goddammit, and be happy. No, you have to take all this shit and twist it and turn it, and I mean these fucking Gen Zs and they fuck everything up. I'm glad I'm gonna be dead when they're running this fucking world.
That is a scary thought, isn't it?
And these little kids, I don't even know what generation they're being called. I mean, like the kids in grade school right now, I don't know what generation they are, but I'm like, my God, the way we are catering to these kids and kissing their fucking butts for what? We're coddling them. I mean, didn't this country learn from like the 1700s not to coddle fucking children? We
used to go out and play barefoot on the street with a fire hydrant we'd open up. We used to drink water from a freaking garden hose.
I get fashion does a 360. Usually it takes about 40 years for a fashion to come back. I mean, how long does it take for a way you raise a generation to make a complete cycle and start all over and go, oh well, we fucked that up?
Yes, I'm getting messages and people here in the comments are saying that Jaime has been released.
He paid the $15,000, or are you a 10% state?
It's probably a 10% state, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so that's $1,500. So he probably got him a bail's bonds.
Yeah, probably. But that sucks, And I'll say it. It's how this got to be. I mean, if you're one pushing for somebody to get arrested, then you better be ready to accept it when the balls turn around, and now you're the one who's, likely to get arrested. That just comes with the territory.
Well, what's the old saying? What goes around comes around.
Yeah, and it just sucks that it gets to that point. It sucks that it gets to that point where people got to do this crap.
I mean, can't we all just get along? No, everybody's going fucking cray-cray on everybody. It's like, he did this, so I'm going to do that. She did this, so I'm going to do this. It's like, God, be the bigger person. Walk the fuck away.
Well, so they're both live right now.
Together?
Yep.
Oh, so that's who did call her then.
I'm sure.
Girl, I just got up out the hoosca. Ooh, I got to dish with you about some of these men's up in here in this prison. Ooh, girl, I had me a good old time. That's what he doing.
Tina Brown says, I Googled sprinkle, and apparently it's a new TikTok slang for slay.
Slay what?
It's kind of like you've been slayed. Sprinkle. You've been taken down. Right? Is that? He's begging for Cash App money to pay at minimum the $1,000 for the pronto bails bond, man.
I'll watch his Cash App. I'll give him 50 cents.
You know what I found out? It's a $1 minimum at Cash App. You can't do 50 cents.
Well, then if I give him $1, I won't be able to have my McDonald's coffee tomorrow morning.
Oh, man. I need to have another one of them.
I have a coupon for 99-cent fucking coffee at McDonald's. Their French vanilla iced coffee is really good.
7 Brew. I had this thing called a Blondie with caramel drizzle.
Ooh, sounds good.
Oh,
but you don't need it. You're diabetic.
God,
you know how much
so
sugar's in caramel?
Oh,
Wait a minute. It's pure sugar. Caramel is pure
Yes.
sugar.
Yes.
Because it's burnt sugar is what caramel is.
So was that banana split I had today.
Send him a request for $1 for your coffee, man. I need $1 so I can have my coffee tomorrow.
He paid 0 bail and was let out. How do we know that? How do you know that?
Then it has to be a bail bond. So he put up some sort of security to the
Sounds
bail
like
bondman.
They let him out on his own recognizance.
Oh, ROR.
Like, how do you know that? How do you know that he was let out without bail?
Then why is he asking for $1,000?
It was stalking, felony stalking, apparently. Or I don't know if it was felony. Let me correct that. Stalking is what the page said.
Wendy's Frosty Ice Mochaccino. That sounds really good.
I talk to my husband all the time about having a child in this current country. Yeah, no, we agree. Spanking is a thing. My husband ain't putting up with no BS. Yeah, you raise your kids old school the way you want to, and that's the fears that I have. If I were, I know it's not going to happen, but if I ever had my own, like newborn, fresh, I would hate for somebody to tell me, "Hey, don't spank your kid." I'm like, fuck God.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with spanking your child. 4 or 5 light swats on the ass, whatever. So they know, oh, I must have fucked up because I just got hit. Okay. But when you start leaving marks, then there's an issue.
Well, yeah,
And if you swat a baby on a diaper padded ass, that baby didn't feel it, but it knows it got something happened and it's going to cry. But there was no pain there.
I think pain or even a small mark, it can be a reminder of what the hell happened. What did I do to deserve it? Oh, yeah, I better not do that again.
Well, and I can't remember.
But you can't do it all the time, constantly. I mean,
no, you can't beat their kids like 24/7. Although there's a few out there that I'd like to. But I don't know the exact year when we quit. Oh, you can't spank your child. You can't spank your child. Okay, from about when that started to about 4 years later, boy, did our jails and prisons get overcrowded real fucking quick.
Good point.
I mean, it was like you went to bed one night, you woke up, and it's like, why the fuck are our prisons and jails overcrowded all of a sudden? Well, because these fucking kids, they don't know that there's consequences to pay when you fuck up.
I saw a very disturbing video. It was one of those reels or whatever, Facebook or YouTube. Police officers, I guess they arrived at a domestic dispute or something. And this little kid in diapers is cussing out the police officer.
Oh, hell no.
Could have been 2 years old, maybe a little more, because he knew the words. And F you, pig, and all this stuff, and yelling and cursing and trying to hit the cop.
Okay,
in diapers.
I got a question, and I don't mean this racist in any way, but is little baby black?
Yeah.
Mama. Mommy and daddy calling the cops pigs. That's what gave it away.
Yep. And this baby, I say baby because he still had a diaper on, but he could speak, boy. He was cutting out, you MFer, and you all this stuff looking up at the cop and yelling at him and going over to him and pushing him and like hitting him. Like, man, that's a horrible state of affairs. And you wonder why certain things happen.
Yeah.
That was disturbing.
Well, I
And
mean
then
that is disturbing. A little 2 or 3 year old kid in diapers yelling at a cop and using that language. That's a
you got
sad day
pinched.
because you know that baby's going to be in the Huska later on in life.
Wait, look. She said she got pinched, spanked, slapped. Are you talking about what you and your husband do behind doors, or are you talking about when you were a kid? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Bad joke. I know. Okay, I get it. 1,500 is the 10% rule. Yeah, it's 1,500. You know, my father. I don't remember my mom ever hitting me, unless I was too small to remember it. But my
Oh, I'm
father only
sure. I'm sure
one
she
time.
swatted your ass once or twice.
My dad hit me only one time. I was older. I was how old was I? I don't know. 10 years old maybe. 10, 12. I was old enough to go down the street and play with my friends. It was a Sunday evening. He wanted to go to the bar. You know, he couldn't take me. Don't leave the house, he said. Fine. And I left the house. I got bored. My friends were playing. I went down the street, playing in the middle of the street. When he came home, I wasn't there. He called me from down the street. I ran over there. He grabbed me, took his belt off, and he beat the shit out of me. He spanked me with that belt. And guess what? I never did that again. And I know he felt bad for doing it because it never happened again. It never happened before that, and it never happened again. But I never forgot it. Never forgot it.
There was one time I called my mother a name. And when my dad got home,
You called her a what?
I called her a name. I called her
Okay.
a whore. I called my mother a whore.
Oh, you're lucky you're alive.
Yeah. My dad beat my ass. It was bright red. I could not sit down for 2 days. By the time he was done, my ass was black and purple. And I said, he will never fucking ever touch me like that again. And he never did. Later on, we got in a couple of fist fights, but yeah, he never beat my ass again.
Yep. Well,
I think I was 17.
Friends are for.
I think I was 17 for that ass whooping.
Oh, so he said so. Okay, so I don't know what the. Who knows? You can't believe certain things that certain people say. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, and I don't even care. I don't personally. I think this is all like retaliation stuff because he had somebody arrested, so now somebody's having him arrested, and
y'all got some fucking strange water down there,
right? Yeet? I don't know what the hell yeet is. What's yeet? I remember coming here to Texas and I heard somebody told me Jeet. Like, what?
Jeet?
The Jeet. Like, what? Did you eat?
Oh.
So, did I eat? He goes, yeah, Jeet. Like,
okay,
Jeet.
so that's even worse than the southern slang that
Did you eat? Did you eat? Did you eat?
Yeah,
Jeet?
That's like some of the southern slang that I started learning when I moved to Kentucky.
Jaime was arrested yesterday, Faith Over Fear. And that was yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday. So apparently he's out now. We were watching Vanessa live, and then she got a phone call, said, oh, I gotta go bike. And she clicked off. And now they're both in the car. She went to go pick him up.
From the Huskow.
So he got out of the Huskow, however you say it.
Huskow.
And it's like, I have a theory, right? And I know it's not true for everyone. Felony stalking. Well, that's a serious charge, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't claim to be a paralegal or anything. I believe he said he was given so many days to pay the $1,500 to the bondsman.
Well, usually
Is that how that works?
Well, it depends on how they have it set up. I mean, different bondsmen, I would assume, have different payment plans. But usually when they put up your bail for you, within a week, you have to start paying them back whatever they put up. And I guess some of them could be, you have to have paid back in 3 months, 4 months, 8 months, a year, whatever. But if you don't pay, then they go out and they take you and they revoke your bond and they put your ass back in the hooskow. They can do that.
So they're not live anymore. They're not live anymore right now. Hey, Paul. So, let me guess. She's going to come back live. You want to see if she goes back live?
Oh, yeah. Go take a quick peek.
Okay. Not yet. Bet you she will. So, when I went to school, you acted up. You got paddled. So we need.
I remember those days.
The problem is kids are now so much bigger and stronger, and they're beating up teachers all over the place.
Well, they're privileged. We cater to them. We kiss their asses.
Did you see that African American girl that the teacher took her phone and she chased him into the hallway, and then she maced him, pepper spray, because he wouldn't give her phone back. And then apparently that teacher has been in trouble, not in trouble, but he got beat up by a big buff white kid, took his phone, and that kid sucker punched him a year ago.
And it all is because we allow these kids to think they are fucking privileged. And they're not.
You can't do anything. They're a student. You can't do anything to them. You have to let them be. Like, get out of here, man. That's what's...
So for the first 18 years of their life, we let them believe that they are so privileged. If you miss the bus, oh, don't worry about it. Don't walk. We'll send another bus to come and pick you up because you can't get to your bus stop on time to catch your bus. That's okay. We'll send a private bus just for you and take you to school because you can't get your ass out of bed on time. We kiss these kids' asses and just reinforce it how privileged they are and that we go out of their way for anything for them. It's just unbelievable.
Chuck thinks,
oh, hey, Chuck.
If you raise a kid right and to respect others, there is no need for physical spanking. Well, that's not necessarily true because a kid can make a mistake and, do something and you will have to correct it.
Yeah, a kid could go in your wallet and steal a couple $100 out of your wallet and then, oh, guess what? That deserves an ass whooping.
Does it?
Or do you go, oh, that's okay, son. You're right. I should have bought those sneakers for you when you asked me and I told you we couldn't afford it. But that's okay. You just go into my wallet and steal the money and go out and buy those tennis shoes.
I like that. There was I think it was a Facebook video of a girl yelling at her grandmother, saying, get over there, take my phone, get over there and plug it in and charge it for me. And the picture fades away. A second later, the picture comes back, and it's the grandmother looking at the camera, going, "Hey, you awake now? You awake?" And the assumption is she beat the crap out of the kid. The kid's waking up, and she's like, "Yeah, see, that's what's going to happen when you talk to me like that." That was funny.
As it
That was a good one.
As it should.
I saw a video today about the high school kids attacking, yelling, and pepper spraying their teacher. Right? Just talking about that. When did this become okay? You're kidding? I know. You know what? Being a teacher now is similar to the predicament of being a police officer. It's not the same anymore. Now it's like you're a teacher, you're a police officer. Now you got a target on your back. Easy target. I would not want to be a teacher.
No wonder why they get paid $150,000 a year.
Because nobody wants a damn job unless they pay an arm and a leg.
Well, you know it's not bad money. 150 grand for working 180 days a year. That's not bad money.
I received spankings when I was growing up. I know I deserved them. Every one of them. I grew up to be a good adult and never been to jail.
So you grew up right, and you never been arrested. You never disrespected anybody. You never stole anything. So yeah, I mean, an ass whooping teaches you right. It teaches you shit.
JC and Sniffany. Sniffy live right now. Wait a minute. Is what's her face live?
I'm going with yes.
Nope.
I'm going
not
with
yet
yes.
live yet. She'll be back. She'll be back live. How much you want to bet? Old comment. Okay, gotcha. Old comment. Old comment. Bad comment. Janine, what up? Janine's in the house. Everybody.
Hello, Janine.
Some of these kids, even Jesus would say, these hands aren't just for healing. What would Jesus
This hand
do?
right here, demon be gone. Let me slap that demon out that ass.
Yeah, pretty much. I used to spank, but my kids are more impacted by taking electronics away. And I'm more blunt with my kids nowadays. It's not 2003 anymore. It's not 1978 anymore either.
Yeah, you slap that ass a couple 5 times and still take that electronic away. Then they have nothing to look at when you're sitting there rubbing that ass, going, "What happened?"
So I'm going to skip some of these. I'm going to skip ahead to some of these comments just to get caught up. Oh boy, not again. Let's see. Okay, no, it's all good. What I want to know is, Bam, you and I both, and a lot of people in this room right now, grew up without cell phones as a kid.
Yep.
Our entertainment was going outside, playing down the street with your friends at your friend's yard, your backyard.
Playing ball with my Hot Wheels or my G.I. Joes or whatever. Yep. I was outside.
Doing something. Kick the can, hide and seek.
Yep.
Whatever. I mean, can you imagine you take a kid's phone or his iPad away right now and they become catatonic?
Oh my God, it's like you just unplugged them. It's like they don't know what to fucking do. It's like they're dead.
Yeah.
They're dead in the fucking water.
And besides just not knowing what to do, emotionally, they're broken. They start to cry. They have a temper tantrum. That's sad. That's very sad.
Well, I've seen some 30-year-olds have temper tantrums in airports.
This is true. And on airplanes.
Seen that too. Temper tantrum's never a good look. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Faith over fear. She had a pager. Well, you must have been... Well, you're not that old then, if you had a pager. How old were you when you had a pager?
Oh, pagers were big back in the 70s and 80s. They kind of died down in the 90s.
Let's see. Where am I going with this? Okay. So Title 42 ends tomorrow, or tonight at midnight, actually. But guess what?
What?
Sleepy
Title
Joe.
8, or is it Title 8 or Title 9 comes back?
No, yeah. They're bringing back. Okay, all this time, Mallorca, whatever the frick the guy's name is, nobody. He's a worthless, like tits on a bull, useless. And Sleepy Joe and the administration, they've had all this time to work out some kind of a something for the end of Title 42, right? 2 years to work something out and figure out what they wanted to do. At the very last minute this afternoon, they said, we're going to bring back the Trump thing that he did when we were here. We're going to do that. So they implemented Trump's immigration policy of keep them in Mexico or whatever, not to let them in. Period. And, again, I know you guys don't like it. Some don't like it. For as much as you don't like him, that policy worked. And that's why even Biden is using it.
Well, Biden's a fucking moron. Oh, did I say that out loud? Must have.
Yeah, not loud enough, to be honest with you, but
I know he didn't hear it. Maybe the FBI didn't hear it, or the CIA, or whoever it is. Biden's a fucking moron.
the FBI is going, well, he's right. He's right. Because, like, did he say anything nasty? No, but he said he's Biden the moron. He's right. So, nothing we can do about that. Oh man, we used to ride our bikes. We used to make
home when the street lights come on. Yep.
We used to make these makeshift ramps and pretend we were Evel Knievel.
Oh, we did that shit too. Oh yeah.
Jump these little ramps and then we'd fall and beat the crap out of our knees and be bleeding everywhere and stuff. And we just go home. Oh, look, my God. And you would just wash it, put a Band-Aid on it, and we were back outside on the bike doing the same thing we did a half an hour ago.
Yeah.
And we didn't cry.
Well, some of us did.
And if you cried because it hurt, you cried. But then you went back out and you did it again.
Yeah. Then you broke your finger.
My mom didn't pack me in bubble wrap and a freaking helmet like they're doing nowadays.
Oh, yeah. Bubble wrap.
I remember having a beeper. I thought it was badass shit. I thought it was hot shit because I had a beeper. The beeper days. But then I got my what was that phone by Palm? It was like a smartphone kind of. Yeah. That was not a phone. It was like a
PDA.
Yes. Palm Pilot. And then you could buy this attachment for it. It turned it into a phone. It had a little modem. You plug in this little modem. I remember being at a convention, going to a payphone. They had a phone jack, and I would dial the 800 number, plug it to my phone, and to my Palm Pilot, and it became a phone. And I thought I was the baddest MFer in the whole place.
So now that we're talking about technology, how do you feel about AI?
AI is very cool, but it's very dangerous too. I think in the wrong hands, that could be a huge problem.
Hospitals are looking into using AI for doctors' visits. Like you go into the doctor's office and you sit in front of a monitor. Doctor pops up on the screen and he's AI, and you tell him what's wrong with you and what your symptoms are and everything, and he diagnoses you and he gives you medicine. Now, I might be okay with that. I would probably be okay with that, but when we start using, when AI starts being 100% used in the home, where it's like you walk in, the door won't open until it recognizes your presence at the door, or you walk in and say illuminate and the lights come on, or or deluminate, or whatever you want to say to it. Where you walk up to a wall and say, call so and so. So I mean, when it starts running your
you
house,
kind of have that. You kind of have that now with Siri, or what's the other one? What's
Alexa.
her face? Alexa.
Well, yeah, sort of, but it's not running your house. I mean, could you imagine now when it's 100% integrated to your house, where the doors won't open or the windows won't open or anything until you tell it to? Well, if you're under house arrest, the judge has to say, don't. The house is locked up tight for 6 months or whatever. Motherfucker's not going to let you out your own damn house.
So these iPhones are supposed to, if you say, hey Siri, they're supposed to like listen to you, right?
Right.
Hey Siri, what's the weather like right now? And it just gives me the weather. Oh, it was there. Hey Siri, what's the weather like right now? And it puts it up there.
Well, when we get to robots, I mean, I just think it's going to be the whole thing of iRobot, and they're going to like turn it and start killing us.
Hey Siri, fix my air conditioner, please. Can you do that? Sorry, there was a problem. Yeah,
I think it's good to. I mean, I love technology, I really do, but I think where they're going with this AI stuff, I think it can be extremely too dangerous, especially if it ever becomes self-aware.
Well, that's the problem. That how much freedom are they going to give AI?
Well, it doesn't matter how much freedom you give. If you give it intelligence, eventually it's going to become self-aware. Eventually it's going to happen. And then you're going to have this whole Terminator situation going on.
And if you want to know what that's kind of like, go watch that HBO series, Westworld. Westworld was based on a movie called Westworld. It's got to do with robots and robots that think on their own and stuff. You should watch Westworld, the HBO series. It's actually pretty good. Bam, this is an old meme. There shouldn't be an erection during your prostate exam, and you say, I don't have an erection, but the doctor says I do.
Well, and you're right. You shouldn't have an erection during your prostate exam, especially when he's like trying to milk your prostate.
TMI.
Well, just wait until you have your first prostate exam.
So is that what they do to try to get you to try to milk you?
Well, because that's how they can tell if there's any cancer cells in your semen or in your prostate. That's one test they can do, is so like do that like really fast and really hard, and you hold like this little plastic shot glass at the tip, and all it does is just get the white juice out. There's no semen in it, it's just white juice. It's the juice that the semen travels in. And then they go look at it under a microscope and see if there's any cancer cells in it. And then if they see cancer cells, then they set you up for a second exam where they actually go in and they take a sample of your prostate and examine it to see if there is cancer cells. And that's when they go in and they take this like little metal stick or pole, stick it in you, and then give it a little twist. And a needle pops out, pierces your prostate, grabs some of it, and comes back in. And that's extremely painful from what I understand. They biopsy your prostate.
So what are the symptoms to prostate problems?
I have no idea. You could look it up, though. But if you're not having enough sex or masturbating enough, then that could lead to prostate cancer. So they say that you should at least ejaculate like 3 times a week.
frequent urge to urinate. Many need to get up many times during the night to urinate. Blood in urine or semen. Pain or burning urination. Painful ejaculation. Frequent pain or stiffness in lower back, hips, pelvic area, rectal area, upper thighs. What? Frequent pain or stiffness in lower back, hips, pelvic area, rectal area. Dribbling of urine. Dribbling of urine. Is that like leaking or something?
Kind of like, you know how that faucet drips? That's what I would think that is.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know.
What are the 5 warning signs of prostate cancer? And I'm going to read this, and that's it. I want to get off this topic right now, please. It's
Chuck, why'd you put us on prostates?
Difficulty starting urination, weak or interrupted flow of urine, urinating often, trouble emptying the bladder, pain or burning during urination, blood and okay. Well, I'm in the clear, so anyway. What else you got, Ben? Anything else?
Face says, wait till you have a colonoscopy. I opt not to have them. I do I send them a sample. Cologuard. I do the Cologuard.
Now we're talking colon freaking.
I did it my way. Damn it. Stupid commercial.
Oh, yeah.
You're right, Chuck. It is. Prostate cancer is the leading cancer in the death of men.
Somebody said, thanks to Biden, he's doing something about it.
Yeah,
using Trump's policy.
Thanks to, in 40 years from now, they're going to be going, well, thanks to Biden, this happened. Thanks to Biden, he did that. Thanks to Biden. That's going to be the new phrase. Thanks to Biden. Thanks to Biden. He's an asshole. Yeah.
Biden did the smart thing and used the Trump administration's policy on immigration.
Yeah, thanks to Biden, you're paying more for your food than you ever have in your entire life. Thanks to Biden, you're paying more for gas than you ever had in your entire life. Thanks to Biden, you're paying more for your electricity than you ever had in your entire life. But he's better than sliced fucking bread. Best president we've ever had.
Am I going to have it done? I don't believe I have to. It's not something to go, ooh, I need to go get a prostate exam.
Well, it's the same thing as
breast
exam. And you can also get testicular cancer too. So, you should check them bad boys out in the shower.
In a breast exam, they're not sticking fingers in you butthole and making you leak. That's not gay at all, is it?
Okay, so first off, they don't make you leak unless they feel something. Or unless if they... well, they're going to feel something, but if they
you know how bad that sounded? Ben, come on.
They don't make you leak unless they feel something that they're concerned with. They should only feel a little bump, but if they feel more than a little bump, then they're going to make you leak.
The colon cancer thing.
Well, you got testicular cancer too.
I'll do the colon cancer one real quick. All I gotta do is poop on a piece of paper and send it in, right?
No, they give you this big, huge white container that you set in your toilet, and you hover over and you poop. And then you take it out, and then you take this little stick and swab it around in the poop. Then you put it back in the little thing, and then you put the lid on the poop and mail it all back. Yeah, so you mail all your poop. But yeah, when you're in the shower, you should check your boys for lumps too. Like roll them around in your hands when it's warm and wet.
You mean like if you got a couple of
yes, you should be
billiard balls in your hand?
Yeah, you should be feeling your boys for bumps and lumps.
I'm pretty sure I've got no bumps or lumps. Pretty sure.
Well, you should check.
Oh, hang on. Most of the time, you should be sedated for colonoscopies.
Well, yeah, when they're shoving a camera 6 miles up your ass, you better believe you should be sedated. Not to mention the whole prep thing. I mean, they send you this stuff home you got to drink, and then all you do is poop for the next 48 hours.
Ugh.
And then you go, they put you to sleep, and they shove a camera up your ass. I'm sorry, I got more important things to do than sit on a damn toilet for 2 days.
That means you can't go to work or nothing.
Pretty much, because you can't control when you got to go.
That one I know I should do. And I think I'm going to do that, a colonoscopy versus just sending in a poop sample. Because when you do a colonoscopy and they find any polyps, they take them out right on the spot.
Of course they do.
They take them out right on the spot. With a smear test, you're just checking that, and then you're going to have to go in anyway and do a colonoscopy if they say, yeah, come in for a colonoscopy.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well just do a colonoscopy.
No.
No?
No, because you can't work that day. So, I mean, you're taking
3
days off of work. You're taking 3 days off of work so they can shove a camera up your ass. Not to mention, you got 7 people staring at your ass.
Hey, Eunice. So what do you think, Manny? Are things going to get worse now that they're doing it Trump's way? I don't think so. I think things are going to get... It's hard to gauge whether they're going to get better like instantly. I think there's going to be a lot of... in Hidalgo County, Texas, up past the McAllen area, under the bridge, the international bridge, was a shootout. Cartels with the army, the Mexican army, cartel gangs, drug gangs, they're shooting out. It was a bad scene. And that was right near under the bridge. I mean, bullets were flying, hitting trucks and cars up above.
So, when did they decide that they're going to bring back the stay in Mexico thing? When was that decided? Because last I heard, and the last news I watched was, what time is it? Where's my damn phone? It's 9:30 now. Last news I watched was like 4 o'clock, and they're like, oh, well, we're waiting for Title 41 but Title 9's coming back, whatever it is, which is, if you're in here, if you come in illegally, we're going to kick your ass right back out and never coming back situation.
Yeah, I'm looking for the thing right now. Hang on.
And y'all going to have fun down there in Brownsville because, they're already lined up waiting to come.
Where is this? Hang on. The immigration policy, including illegal immigration to the United States, was a signature issue of former U.S. President Donald Trump. And his proposed reforms and remarks about the issue generated much publicity. Trump has repeatedly said that illegal immigrants are criminals. Not all of them.
Not all of them. They
but
just
plenty
don't want
are.
to deal with the fucking bureaucratical red tape bullshit.
There are, in any culture, whatever, you got the criminals that are they're gonna be here. Just like when the Mariel boat lift happened in Cuba, the early 80s, when all that happened, when Fidel Castro told his crowd of residents, if you want to leave, leave. Right now is the time. And people who wanted to escape Cuba could leave. And all kind of people left, good and bad. A hallmark promise of his campaign was to build a substantial wall. Okay, the wall was done. Well, partially done. It was stopped mid-flight by Sleepy Joe. Trump also expressed support for a variety of limits on legal immigration and guest worker visas, including a pause on granting green cards. And we are so overrun. Oh, man. I want to talk about something, but I can't. You know, you can't appreciate what's going on with this unless you come to Brownsville and see what's happening on a daily basis. It's really bad.
Oh, I bet.
Anyway. No, where is that video up there somewhere?
Well, my friend, I need to get off.
We got
here
a
and get
video
in
to
bed.
watch. Hang on, hold on.
Oh, we have a video now?
I think we have a video to watch.
Oh, shit on me.
Let me see. Hang on.
Diverticulitis. Did I pronounce that right? Diverticulitis? I think I pronounced that right. Yeah, that's not fun.
Hang on. Is this let me see. I'm trying to see if maybe Oh, I found it.
He found it, ladies and germs.
Here, let's watch a video together.
Kay,
Would you
you
like
made
to come
it.
with me to watch a video?
You caught a live one, Kay.
Let's
Quickly,
see.
I gotta get in bed. How long is it?
Not long.
Heard that before. And it turned into 7 hours.
Yeah, not this time.
Okay, good. Oh, what's that?
I've been yawning uncontrollably. Okay. Here we go. Oops.
Good morning. Good morning.
That's Roy.
Hello, Ray.
Roy. I stayed for a while. I'm hungry. So the other candidate that they didn't make it for mayor last night was saying that she will never help Raymondville again. You know, she can do whatever she wants. You know, but I just wanted to address my opinion of what I'm going to do with Raymondville, how I feel about the election, how I feel about, you know, everything that went along with this election. There was a lot of things that I learned.
He's going to talk about guess who?
You know, those are things that I
say it
learned
isn't so.
About the people. You know, things that you know, it's just the way of the people, I guess.
Thanks, Lavina.
That's just the nature of people like that. But would I run again for mayor? I don't know.
No.
It's going to take a lot of convincing. I never had ever planned to run for any kind of candidacy. I never planned to run for, I never did ever dream in my life that I would run for mayor or for commissioner or for anything in seat. Those were never in my plans. Those were never things that I ever wanted in my life. The only reason I ran was because I saw Raymondville needed help. I saw that, you know, I could probably do something. I saw that people were asking me to run for mayor.
I don't know why.
So that's the only
you're kinda
reason
like
that ever came into the picture. Am I upset that I didn't win? Yeah, you could say I am. Why? Because I was already seeing Rainbow beautiful. I was already seeing Rainbow. I imagined Rainbow the way I was seeing it already. I imagined everything clean. I imagined people happy. I imagined a lot of things that I was gonna be able to. I know that I was gonna be able to accomplish with Rainbow. But one thing I did learn, folks, is that if we cannot understand each other, we cannot understand the process of healing and process of being transparent with everyone, Rainbow is never going to be beautiful. Why? Because if you don't have a beautiful heart, if you don't have a transparent heart to see others, to help others, no matter who they are, no matter what they are, it's never going to happen. Because we need to be equal with everyone. We need to be loving to everyone. We're just not going to be loving to some. We're going to be loving to everyone. We're going to be. Um, we have to be.
I gotta forward this.
Not one-sided. We have to be there for
I
everyone.
know.
Snooze,
I know.
Me, if I would have
Snoozeville.
wanted as mayor, I wasn't gonna judge anybody. I wasn't gonna, look at anyone different.
Oops.
To me,
Hang on. Hang
I
on.
was gonna be there for everyone, just as the way I am as a person now. And it's kind of sad that
Right,
I
Tori?
kind of during this election,
Somewhere
I
around here.
kind of changed who I was a little bit, folks. Because why? I was leaving out this one person that I've helped before because of the nonsense, because of the criticism, because of trying to win this election. And you know what, folks, that was wrong of me. That was wrong of me to do that to this person. This person I'm talking about is Vanessa.
No.
Vanessa is a person here in Rainville that needs to be treated equally just as anybody. And sadly, folks, I did kind of like put her to a
Oh,
side, and that's not my character. That's not me. It did kind of hurt my heart, right? That I did something like that to anyone. I'm not a person to do that. And this election, it kind of like made me a different person, the person that I'm not. And we need to see everybody. I mean, that's why I say, folks, if you cannot, if you're gonna be judging people here in Rainville instead of helping, Rainbow's always gonna be in the shit. It's always gonna be in the downs. Um, it's sad. I learned a lot about people here in Rainbow, that people here do judge. They do judge, and they don't see the good, and they just want to see the bad in people.
I think this is
And in order to progress, we need to see
as
all the good,
interesting as it got.
instead of looking at the bad. It's just like the city when uh
But what about what she did to him? She didn't help him.
Oh, you mean when she's a rabid dog? All day
Yes.
long. That's like fucking call the dog pound. We got a rabid dog on the loose.
Yeah, exactly. How did that make you feel? I know he was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she's doing that." Oh my god, you know he did. You know. But whatever, he still has a soft spot for her.
Well, I'm sure you'll find another one that's probably even a better fuck than her. I mean, she's just a crazy fuck. Go out and find a good fuck, Roy.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm just being me.
What was he going to do? Let her run wild with her issues? Probably. He would have.
She's got them. Thanks,
If
Gail.
he's doing this right now, apologizing like this, if he would have won, what would have happened. What would have happened.
Oh, I think he's just horny and he wants a piece of ass. And he knows she's gonna come running.
That's exactly right. You know what would have happened. It's what happened. Everything what was supposed to happen in the universe happened. That's what happened. It would have been the Vanessa show in the mayor of Raymondville's office. It would have been that. Yeah, so anyway, all right. Let me take this guy off. Seems like a nice guy,
But do nice guys ever finish first, or do they always finish last? I don't know. I'm not a nice guy, so I don't know where I finish. Then again, I don't really care where I finish. As long as I finish.
As long as you finish.
I don't care if it's first, last, or somewhere in between.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Yep, I think we're done for the night.
Yeah, I'm yawning. I needed to be in bed like 20 minutes ago. Well, 4 minutes ago. You kept me up over, I told you 9:30.
A little bit over. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Oh, that's the last thing I was going to do is check to see if she's live again by some chance.
By some chance.
Nope.
She's not.
Nope.
Are you checking the right page?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway. All right. That's all I got. Bam. If you don't have anything else.
I got nothing for you, my friend.
Holy crap. All these comments just came in just now.
I like Irma's little peace sign there.
Whose?
See the piece right there next to Irma's name underneath your face?
Oh, her profile icon. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
By the way, just want to say one last thing. I was watching a commercial on TV. It was a commercial for Disneyland or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And at the end of the commercial, this rainbow stripe comes out on the left edge of the screen here. Top to bottom. Just from like all this straight down here. It was a rainbow.
It might be because they're getting ready for gay days.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Every year,
Pride Month is coming up.
Yeah,
Pride
every
week.
year. And I don't remember which month, but Disney does gay days. Every year, and I think it might be June because that is Pride Month. But I think they might be getting ready for gay days, and they call it gay days, or they used to call it gay days. Probably not right anymore. They probably got a new term for it now. LGBTQ plus days now.
Now, wait a minute. Valerie says he owned his mistreatment, so VT is right in many ways. VT is smart to stop hating on her. VT is smart. Stop hating on her. It's her life. Look at you guys. Double doughboy. Stay healthy. Stay healthy. Watch that rear end.
Ooh, we got a hater in here. Hey, I know I got a big ass. It's
Hater.
not comfortable to sit on. It's a
Hater.
skinny ass. Besides, there's more cushion.
We're
for
not
pushing.
hating on her. We don't hate on her. When you use that word like for everything,
I know.
fucking snowflakes all over the place, and it's all. I mean, really.
Do I have to say it again? I don't hate Vanessa because I don't know Vanessa. Got to know somebody in order to hate them. Do I
Don't
poke
hate-
fun at her? Hell yeah, I do, and she makes it so easy.
Don't hate. Never did.
Hey, maybe we need to do Double Doe Boys. What's in the water?
I don't want to block. She wants to pretend that she's a Vanessa worshiper or whatever.
No, we did the mayonnaise and pickle show once.
Yeah,
Twice.
remember?
And
yeah,
we did
but
that for a week.
Vanessa called us mayonnaise. That
I
Bam
think
was mayonnaise, and I was pickles, or I was mayonnaise, and he was pickles, or something like that.
Don't know, but we went with it.
I don't care. These people don't bother me. It means nothing. I know it doesn't mean anything because I don't hate. But maybe you didn't hear this last time. Vanessa put her life in a fishbowl.
For the whole world.
Insisted that the entire world follow and watch her as she goes through life.
So if you put your life on the fucking internet, you're begging to be talked about.
He's right. And yeah, that goes the same for all of us. Anybody who's on live all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we're out here. People talk about us. I don't care what the fuck they say about me.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me. You got to have thick skin. If you can't have thick skin and you want to do this, you don't have to defend her. She can defend herself just fine. And she'll even tell you. She'll get mad at you for saying this to us on my program. She will.
Because she didn't get to say it.
And don't be surprised. She might block you, even though you said what you said and you think you're doing something noble for her.
Well, wait a minute. This might be Vanessa. Nah.
Could be. I don't know.
I don't think so.
What I'm not going to do, like what Vanessa does, is go investigate your profile.
Ooh.
See who you are. See your pictures.
And put it for the whole world to see. And go through your pictures of your kids, your husband, your bald-headed granny, not wearing the wig.
Yeah, this is true. FOMO says she'll get mad at you if you tell her, be safe, take care, be careful. She hates that shit. She hates it. Believe it or not. People really want to wish her well, and she cusses them out because don't tell me to be safe. Don't tell me to be careful. Yeah, I swear it's happened. It's on many of our videos from the last year and a half.
Oh, Jess.
So, if you sincerely care for her, then you should consider to her that she gets some help. Again, encourage her to get her kids back. That's what she should focus on, is getting her kids back.
Oh, but why? Then it wouldn't be all about her. Because it has to be all about her.
She ain't got time for those kids. So, Valerie Lemasters, you keep drinking that juice, that Kool-Aid.
Just
and
drink the right flavor. Swallow the correct pill.
Right? You're taking the wrong pill right now. But that's okay if that's what you like, if that's what floats your boat.
Yeah.
But I'll say go back and watch and learn from her history. Watch whether it's my page or No More Cheeseke's Lies on this. Go back. This is the truth. That's why she doesn't want you to see it.
There is some interesting shit.
It says all truth, which is why she doesn't want you to watch any. And if you tell her that you came over here, she'll get mad at you.
Yeah, my personal favorites are the ones where people want to assassinate me because of my political beliefs. She's saying this to a child welfare caseworker out in the street.
She's the most hated woman in America, she says.
Yeah.
Just be careful. If you want to keep watching her, go ahead. No, I'm not going to tell you not to watch her.
Wherever I go, I'm the show. I'm the show.
Enjoy. But I don't hate her. I mean, that's all I'm going to say about that right now.
Yeah,
I'm pretty tired.
Got to know somebody to hate them. Never met her. Talked to her once for what, 10 minutes?
That was so funny. All right. Bam. Have a good night.
Yes.
Everybody, thank you for joining us tonight on another Hump Day episode of What's in the Water.
What's in the water you're drinking?
What the F is in the water? What the hell is in the water?
You don't know.
Tell me, Bam. What is in this water you see right there? Look at that. Ugh.
I don't know, but I know what's in my water. I know what's in my water.
Nothing but water. But look at this. Ew. Ooh. Yuck.
Caca.
Oh, man. Everyone have a great night.
I know that's a Spanish word. Caca.
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 You see? He knows Spanish. Bam knows Spanish.
Oh, I know words. I know enough Spanish not to starve.
Taco.
Taco. Chimichanga. Chimichanga. Chimichanga.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck me. Sorry, that brought me back to meet the parents when they're in Florida. And he meets, and they're at the housekeeper comes out.
That's the second movie you're talking about.
Yeah, the second one. And
Meet
she
the
goes,
fuckers.
Yeah, chimichanga to the little baby. Chimichanga. Oh, sweet Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
All right.
All right, y'all. I got to get in bed. It was an honor being with you guys. And thank you for spending some of your time with us.
Very much so.
Hasta luego.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see what goes on tomorrow. We'll find out.
What's in the water?
What's in the water? Talk to you later, all. Bye.